both sides now we are
It's not ready.
Yeah, it's not ready. Okay, everything is ready. Change the green, and we are prepared to start the system. So you can just start the button. And you want to start ballasting on. And you can see the ballasting sequence for starboard. So we are starting the ballasting operation. Now we are running the blower, and we are open the valve. See, in ballasting valve action mean we are control the valve. Yeah, and also we are opening this tanker valve. We are automatically running the tanker valve. Right?
Все принято, иди сюда, здесь тренировка.
And now we are stop the sequence. Now is a ballast pump request. But if you click the run, the sequence is proceed. But in that case, you have to increase the RPM first. Okay.
We go to increase RPM.
Okay. Okay. After increase the RPM, I click the run, and we are start the sequence.
So after the run, the rectifier
rectifier start.
Start
And then after 30 seconds, it's a TRO is starting.
itself.
Yeah,
again.
itself. Okay, we are start the system. So, see, can you check the flow rate? We are now flow control valve is automatically control. You see now in auto mode, is the target is the setting value is 3,500.
But before was in manual mode close.
Yeah. It means now flow rate is 2,300. Can you increase the more the RPM?
When you put in the after mode.
Yeah. Now we are keep the auto mode, but you see you can keep the in the manual mode. It's no problem. In manual
When
mode,
we start, okay. When we start, start running. When we can start to after mode. Yeah.
Yeah. You see now it's increase the flow rate. It's a chip officer increase the RPM. It's a flow rate also increase, and flow rate is increased to maybe 3,000. You have to change it in auto mode. In auto mode means control the flow rate, automatically control the flow rate.
RPM now is 800.
Yeah.
Да, на связи. Алло. Да, говорит. Хорошо, остановился и бог с ним, пускай остановится. Хорошо, пускай останавливай, ничего страшного. Ага, давай.
Опять пожарник?
Да, что там, блядь, пожарник выбивает. У нас есть пока. So now we have take the water from after peak tank, right?
Yeah. Right.
So we need to say about the priming.
Yeah.
For rectifier, we have two options, right?
Yeah.
One is C chest, another one after peak tank.
Yeah. So since now our system is already running, or 4 rectifiers are operated, and TRO is measuring. So after 10 minutes, the TRO is going on. So, okay, I explain to our system. So this is we have 2 pages of the ballasting operation. One is the main line. See, we are now using the ballasting, right? So we are from the sea, take the water, and they're going to the passing the pump, and they go to the main ballasting tank line. And we are installed the flow rate, flow meter, and flow control valve. Other is almost the same. So in the
VCV 1211 in after mode now. Yeah.
yeah,
Just, okay.
so we are changing the water.
Ah.
Maybe you see, it's now we are almost at 3,000, but then the target is 3,500, right? So I can change the in the auto mode.
Uh-huh.
Is the valve is opened automatically. So, okay, I explain. In flow control valve, control the flow rate. Its target is 3,500. Its valve is more opened. It's matching the 3,500.
Mhm.
See.
Yeah, almost the same.
So,
Is it after mode now?
yeah, in auto mode. It's A in auto mode.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it is easy open.
Yeah, we are slowly open the flow control valve, and we are matching the flow rate.
3,500.
Yeah, 3,500.
My question is, before when we start everything, this valve, it was closed. When you open, okay, you open in the manual in the last moment, yeah?
So,
It was not closed. It
Yeah.
was
No, no.
open in manual mode.
yeah.
It was not closed. It was in the
open
open, but in,
30%.
Yeah,
Ah.
it means if you start the button, okay, I show you the sequence again. We are start button, start running the blower, is a ballast valve action, and feed pump running. In the TRC valve initial opening mean is this flow control valve, okay. When I started our system for ballasting and deballasting also same thing, is the valve is opened automatically, 25%, maybe 25. We are setting the parameter. Initial position of set of ballasting, we are opening 25%. Okay, deballasting also 25%. In me, when I start the system, we open
understood.
25.
When you start the system, initial, it's.
And also target is
position.
3,500. And see, so now in the main line is very simple. We are just only install the flow control valve and flow rate. You see now, so already mentioned the 3,000,
Yes.
600. It means so this E1 is we are injection to hypochlorite, and then I explained to the our case. And T1 is we are take the sampling water from this line, and then we are measuring the TR value. So this is a main page. So this is see in ballasting main page. This is ballasting main page. This is after peak main page. This is BWTS main page. B is ballasting. Is a D is a deballasting. Okay, we are separating the ballasting.
Yeah.
So
Deballasting, deballasting. Okay.
yeah, in ballasting operation, we are using the seawater feeder pump. Is we have the two seawater feeder pump in the location in engine room side. So also we have the two suction. See, one is the sea chest from the engine room sea chest. Other thing is from the after peak tank. Okay. So, but normally in this area is a normal seawater area, right? But we can take the seawater from the sea chest, but the draft is not enough today, so we cannot take suction the seawater from the sea chest. So I opened this after peak tank. Okay, in May. We already opened the after peak tank there, and we're going to the this one in May. Yeah. This also help the manual bear. So maybe after lunch our crew is explained in engine room side, and we will show you this bear position. Okay. So we are running the one seawater feeder pump. It's now running the P171B, right? Mean before starting we choose the number 2 seawater feeder pump. Okay. Now we are start the number 2 below. And before starting, you have to change it. But during operation, you cannot change it. Okay. And before starting, you have to choose any pump, using the only one pump, using the only one blower. Okay. So in the seawater feeder pump is running and passing the strainer and heat exchanger. This strainer is a very small strainer, and also we have the pressure transmitter in and down there. See now, in the DP mean deep pressure pressure. So now DP is very good, but sometimes the strainer is clogging, is a deep pressure pressure increased, right? And deep pressure pressure increased to 0.7 bar, we are coming to alarm, high deep pressure pressure, and above the 1 bar, and then we shut down the system. So in this you have to, I think I recommended you before ballasting operation, you have to clean the strainer. Yeah, okay. So the seawater is
But
passing
this
the
trainer, it's all on the engine
yeah
side.
engine side. Yeah, this is all engine side. All
What
engine
is
side.
this is feed pump. What
Yeah.
is this pump? This is
Feed pump.
feed pump. Okay.
Yeah. In location on the engine side. So you see now seawater is passing the heat exchanger, but we have the temperature sensor. This now seawater temperature 22 degree. So we are now open the heater bypass valve. It means
Yeah. No need. Yeah. No need to heat. Yeah.
yeah, no need to heater.
Yeah, that's
So it's automatically control. Also temperature is below the 15 degree by
15.
1 pi.
Okay.
It opened automatically
Automatic.
and closed the valve automatically. Okay. So heat exchanger is the same like the cooler, plate cooler type. So and the heating source is LT water. You see, LT water is always 40 degree and 35 degree. So seawater temperature is passing the LT water side, and seawater is increased the temperature.
Fresh water.
Yeah. The heating source is LT pressure.
Connected from our system.
So we are increase the seawater temperature.
So no problem. There will be no any get dirty problem.
Yeah.
We will
Yeah.
But anyway, preferable in the China to top up after peak, because inside in the river is too dirty, and its strainer will be always clean.
So
Before start operation, yeah.
Top up after peak and start from the after peak.
We will use for grey water.
so okay, I explain to you.
Nobody knows. Somehow.
And this is normally we are using the sea chest from the sea, okay? But in sometimes it's the best is passing the entering the low salinity area, some river side. So we don't have the seawater source, right? In that case, you have to use the after peak dam. And before entering the seawater freshwater area, you have to fill up the after peak dam by seawater, okay? So in seawater is passing the going to the electrolyzer, and we have the salinity sensor and temperature sensor, and the seawater is passing the electrolyzer. This electrolyzer in the process the hypochlorite and hydrogen gas.
Yeah.
Okay, in main. Thus rectifier means AC power to convert to DC, okay, and DC power to supply the electrolyzer. So an electrolyzer produces hypochlorite and hydrogen gas. Okay. So we have the level switch, and then level switch means the hypochlorite level switch. So in the passing the hypochlorite and hydrogen gas is a separated gas separator is separated hydrogen gas, and hydrogen gas is a ventilation to outside. It's using the blower. Okay, the blower is running, and we are ventilating the hydrogen gas to outside. So hypochlorite we are inject to main ballast line. It's now hypochlorite injection means 67 cubic meter per hour. Okay, we are injection hypochlorite to main line. These two main line. These two main line, and then main ballast water and mixing the hypochlorite and going to the ballastic tank, and we are destroy the organisms
Understood.
bacteria.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
clear. Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
What is it?
So
Garbage coming. Someone opened something. Now it's
okay.
done.
After we have the 3 gas detector, hydrogen gas detector, 1, 2, 3.
Hydrogen gas detector. Yeah. Okay.
See, this is one gas detector installed above the gas separator side. It's during operation, it's normally 0%.
Okay.
And one is in the electrolysis side, have the gas detector, installed gas detector. This is detected some leaking in the flange side. Hydrogen gas is some leak in the flange side. So Other thing is the insert ventilation line, hydrogen ventilation line. Okay. So normally in the balancing operation, we are measuring the value of the hydrogen gas.
In engine room we have also detector, right?
Yeah, and or engine room. Yeah, three gas detector or engine room in the near the electronic system.
This is two of them. This is in the engine room. Yes,
Yeah.
this is outside.
Yeah, this only outside is only pipe.
Yeah.
You see, it's the
Yeah,
upper
upper
deck.
deck outside. It's
Yeah.
to go to atmosphere.
Upper
Yeah.
side.
Yeah.
So, and TRO sensor. You see now TRO value is 6.31, right? It's normal value. So 5 ppm to 10 ppm is normal value. And in balancing operation, we have to control the TRO value by rectifier. Now you see, the rectifier is a set. SV mean is a setting value. PV mean process value. This is a voltage, process voltage. It mean now 340, 250, 250, right? So in the TRO, is a target ppm is 8 ppm,
Yeah.
8 ppm, but now 6.3 ppm in this case. Automatically increase the ampere,
Yeah.
and we are more
And reduce this one. Yeah.
we are more produce the hypochlorite, and then we are increase the TRO value. And other case, TRO value is higher over the 8 ppm, and rectifier and decrease the ampere automatically, and we are reduce the TRO. We can control the TRO value on depend on the rectifier. Okay. So in TRO sensor drain is going to the here, TRO drain tank. And also have the location in pump room and engine room. Yeah, TRO sensor in pump room, TRO sensor is location in pump room side, right? So it's always going to drain to the TRO drain tank. So TRO drain tank have level switch and low and high. And this now is starting the pump automatically. It's coming to a high level, where pump is starting automatically. And remove the low level alarm, and pump stop automatically. Okay.
Discharge to where?
Yeah, discharge to here. Main ballast suction line.
Before.
Okay. This is no help the bridge.
What's the volume of tank? Volume of tank.
Very small. Very small thing. Okay, that's good. So
There is also this drain tank have some high level switch in case.
High and low.
yeah, high and low.
In case this high level switch
High
not
level.
work, we
Yeah,
have high
we are
level
remove the
alarm.
low level. Is now pump is stop.
No, this is automatic start.
Yeah,
Stop.
yeah,
But
right.
do
For
we have
alarm.
high level
Alarm,
alarm.
alarm.
If it is
Yeah,
not
yeah,
working.
high level alarm. You see, we
Got an
have
alarm after that, if not start with pump.
yeah,
After
it
that
means
start.
it's a high level alarm. Coming to high level alarm, we are start to pump automatically, right?
If it is
But
not
if you
start.
not start,
Yeah.
sometimes for example, some pump is some problem. It's a pump is a diaphragm pump,
Okay.
but we are just giving to running signal from the pump side. But pump is problems that cannot running correctly. This means its drain is not going down.
Increasing.
Yeah, increased. At that time, we have to come alarm. It means coming to high level alarm, and over the 30 seconds, we are coming to alarm. We are coming to alarm. It means pump is not discharging the pump. In engine room also same thing. Engine side have same.
It says this tank located in engine room, yeah, correct?
Also.
Yeah, also-
Near the rectifier, yeah?
No. We also
No,
in.
big plastic, yeah?
No, beach
Yeah.
level, beach level.
Near the big.
Oh, you got it right.
Beach level near main engine. you
Yeah,
remember?
near the main engine
Ah,
bottom side.
small.
Yeah, small.
Also pump,
Because I
pump,
think
pump, pump.
magnetic, because we have one tank with magnetic pump near the control panel.
So and maybe we are testing the ballasting. After lunch, our colleague is explain to the local side. Okay. So okay. This important thing. Okay, I explain one thing. We are now learning the pole rectifier, all rectifier. Okay, it's one ballasting, both ballasting is the same thing. We are learning the all rectifier, but it's a okay. It's a number one rectifier connection to the number one electrolyzer module. Number two and number two is each connection module, but it's a number one rectifier. Some parallel. You cannot start the number one rectifier. In this case, yes. This disable function, we have the disable function. But before starting, you have to, for example, number one rectifier is out of order. So you have to choose the number one rectifier. Me, we are learning the only 3 rectifier. And you can start the system.
So we need to also close the valves, inlet outlet
Yeah,
valves.
yeah, it means some number one rectifier disable, you have to close the display. Maybe not close, we are just coming to alarm. And after close the bell, the alarm is disabled.
Do we have limit switch
Yeah,
there? Huh?
yeah, have the limit switch.
Also high pressure switch we have.
Or high pressure switch. What kind of high pressure switch?
For example, if somebody left this is closed and limit switch not work.
No.
We
This
have any,
no have. Just only this bell, only butterfly manual bell, butterfly manual bell. And we install the limit switch. But you see, if you have some problem, the number one rectifier, we are disabled the number one, but cannot closed. We cannot receive the closed signal, but no problem, we can operate it. Just only coming to alarm. Okay, operate it is no problem. So it means okay. Set. This parameter setting for TRO is a target of the TRO rectifier control. It's a milligram per liter is a ppm, same ppm, and 8 ppm is a target is 8 ppm, and the band is a 0.4 mil. Below 7.6 ppm, we increase the ampere automatically, and yeah, more the 8.4 we will decrease.
this
Yeah,
is adjustable. Huh?
Yeah, this that band. And initial holding time means 5 minutes means first we start our system rectifier is holding the current is after 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, rectifier current is increased automatically. Okay. Yeah. The current control interval 60. Every minute we are control the high and increase and decrease. Okay. So I explained it. This is 4 rectifier, right? So it's an important thing is you see in the blue color, in the shift screw have changed. Okay, some changed or adjusted. It means is now we are put the initial current is 300, 220 mil. If I start in the balancing operation, it's a rectifier starting the 300, and the 220, 220, right? But
Why is different?
yeah, it
Why
means
it's not all
yeah,
500?
it means in the TRO value is some change that depend on the salinity and temperature. Okay, so in high salinity, high temperature areas, in the TRO is increased. It means we are initial current. We have to decrease the initial current. Understand? So in low temperature and low salinity area, we need more ampere. It's we reach the TRO value. So you have to, but I think.
But what is the maximum? What is the minimum?
Yeah.
How much we must?
Yeah, maximum is 565. Minimum is 50, right?
Okay.
So you have to sometime you have to keep this position, and then you have to start our system. But TRO value is not reaching the 5 ppm, just only 4 ppm, 3 ppm,
So
and shut down the system, and you have to increase
yes.
increase the ampere, and you can start again.
Mhm.
Yeah. So in the black color column, you don't need to change the value. Okay, only blue color you can change.
Black color we cannot or we can?
You can.
We can.
Yeah.
But can you block it that forever that we will not do any mistake
Okay,
with
I
it?
will check the. This I logo in the
Use only
engineer. pass already. So, see? 슈퍼비전도 되는구나. Okay. You see, in black color, it's possible to input the supervision or above the level. Yeah, in
But below operator we cannot, huh?
yeah, operator.
Cannot. Yeah, okay, put your operator.
Yeah, operator is a cannot. Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, in supervision, is the chief officer or captain or something, chief engineer, and operator is using the just logo in the operator. Okay. So this now we are 300, 320, 220, 220. But if you want parallel rectifier, it's for example number one rectifier parallel, you have to before starting you have to disable the number one rectifier and you have to change the parameter. Mean we do not use the number one rectifier, right? So we need to 300 ampere to divide this rectifiers. You understand? You understand? So maybe
You need to increase another three
others,
units
yeah.
because they will
So
take it from.
some number one rectifier parallel, we have to change the 400 ampere, 320 and 320, and then you can start the system. Okay. Okay. And
Try with somebody.
TR1 is the main ballasting. TR2 is after injection. You don't need to change it. You don't need to change it. In TRC, it's a target is 3,500. We are setting the 3,500, and you don't need to change anything. Sometimes you have to change the setting value. You need to decrease the flow rate. You have to change it. Just only easy. You have to change the put the value and press the set.
Set.
It's just okay.
Да, нормальная скорость 3500? Хорошая, да?
So for the port side pump, I mean for the left, is number 2. Should be 3,000. For starboard side, should be 4,000.
Okay. And yeah, TRC2 is an engine room side after peak operation. So, okay, this is important thing is the neutralization setting. See, neutralization is using the deballasting, right? Using the deballasting operation. Oh, okay. I explain first the deballasting function. In deballasting, in main page, deballasting, ballasting almost the same, and it's a line of some different, right? So we are going to pass in the flow rate, flow meter, and going to the flow control bed, and going to the tank. But I think first of thing, deballasting operation, you keep the auto mode is enough, but if the tank level is going down, in me, if the suction pressure, the suction is not enough, in that case, flow rate also go
Yeah,
increase,
we
right?
reduce in manual mode
Yeah,
the flow
yeah.
control valve.
In this case, its flow rate is reduce the value, but flow control valve is open the more. Where target is 3,500. You see, if the valve is open the more, mean too many suction pressure have the suction pressure is not coming to water. In this case, you have to change the manual and put
Set
the
only
value.
20%.
Yeah, put some value and click it. And then you can keep the manual mode, and you can check the pressure of the pump side, and you have to reduce more, okay? And
This is like discharge valve. Yeah, this is to prevent sucking air. Yeah, we are put on the manual and just throttle to.
yeah, same too. Main. So we need to take sampling water from the main ballast line, right? But discharge valve, pump discharge valve, you should be open the 100%. It means you have to control the this valve, maybe open the 50%, maybe 40%. It means this valve discharge line is the pressure is drop. You can understand? Pressure is drop means we cannot take the sampling water. So we need to pressure. We need to pressure the main ballast line. So now the discharge pressure almost to 2 bar and 3 bar is enough.
Minimum pressure, 3 bar.
Maybe 2 bar is enough also.
2 bar is enough.
So, okay, and deballasting. In ballasting, we are persist the hyperchloride, right? And we are destroy the organism. But deballasting, we are injection neutralization. We are injection chemical, yeah, neutralization from this ballast pump suction side. Okay, this for deballasting. Deballasting is very simple. We are just running the neutralization pump. This is dosing pump, small dosing pump, and we are tank neutralization tank.
Is 35?
Yeah,
Is
percent.
level.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, percent. Okay, level 2 speed.
Electrical level.
Yeah. This capacity 1,005, 1.5 cubic, 1.5 cubic.
Big one.
Yeah. So, in deballasting also we are measuring the TRO value, and target value is below 0.1 ppm to IMO regulation. So, and deballasting time, TRO target. I show you the TRO target.
Yes, 10.01.
Yeah. In neutralization, TRO target is 0.06 ppm. It means below 0.06 ppm is our dosing pump is reduce the stroke and we reduce the chemical consumption. Okay. Maybe over the 0.06 ppm, we are increase the stroke and we are more injection of the chemical. And also TRO is control the neutralization stroke. It's automatically. Okay. It means yeah. But see, this is now neutralization pump number 1 and number 2, number 3. This initial stroke means first start the neutralization pump, we are running the 100%. And then this every minute we are increased and decreased the value. Every minute 66% increased if TRO is higher, and decreased 4%. And this is maximum is 100%. Its minimum is minimum stroke is 10%. But now we are using this parameter. But you see, number 1 preset, number 2 preset, number 3 preset. This means estimated TRO holding time. You have to keep the TRO holding time. You see, this now the 0 day is me. It's a maximum stroke and minimum stroke is 96 and 56, right? But I changed the holding time to 10 days. You see, stroke is changed. Maximum and minimum stroke is changed. Mean. Okay. This holding time mean if we are using the treated water in ballasting operation, and on the holding time mean in ballasting tank is holding time mean. So in VLCC it's a long voyage, right? It's in the ballasting operation after the ballasting is over the 2 weeks, right?
Yes,
The
40
one
days.
over-
Just put there 40 days.
Yeah.
This is what
In
it
May-
is, 30 or 30.
Yeah, in maximum 15 days. See?
Maximum.
Yeah, 16 days. You
So
see?
put there everywhere 15 days because we have more.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
you can insert right now even straight.
Yeah, but 16 days is the same thing, 15 days. It's
Mhm.
maximum is 15 days. You keep the 15 days. See?
Yeah, put all 15 days because we have voyage more than 30 days.
Yeah.
30. So
It means it's a maximum 25, it's a minimum 10% mean. And neutralization pump only control the 25% to 10%. Okay? It means chemical is more saving. The stroke is not increased, and it's reducing the chemical consumption.
But if it is not sufficient to reduce TRO,
Yeah, in this case, okay. If you want to set this preset, before starting you have to, this in your pump preset, you have to click the preset. You understand? If you click this preset button, it's a parameter, it's applied this setting.
okay.
But if you not, just the parameter, so apply this setting. Okay, in me, now we start the 100% and maximum is 100 and minimum is 10%. You have more consumption of the chemical.
But our target is 0.06.
Yeah, right.
So, any sense to change this because our target is fixed by chemical consumption.
Mm. Okay.
If we cannot reach 0.06, it means
Yeah.
consumption will be higher or
Yeah,
less.
maybe it's a consumption higher. You see, you already put the 15 day. It's a maximum is a 25%,
If it is
right?
not sufficient.
But if not, you already reached the 25%, but TR is still higher,
Yeah.
and then you have to change this mode. You have to change this mode, and then you have to change the initial current. You have to change the maximum current, maximum stroke. Yeah, and we are check. But too many experience our side is during the deballasting, consumption TRO is not going down. Means sometimes it's chemical. I checked some claim is a high TRO value of the deballasting time, and most of the vessels is not some chemical. It's a high pure sulfate is not matching our recommendation. It means we are now supply the liquid type, high sodium thiosulfate, right? And liquid type, you do not mix in the fresh water.
Okay.
You only using the chemical.
Okay.
But in the liquid, I know that liquid type you cannot buy the some worldwide side. It's very difficult. So most of vessel is a
Mix.
Yeah, mixing the buy the powder type and then mixing the fresh water. You see. So also I give the manual to mixing ratio and how to mix in the chemical.
But if we mix, how to dissolve? Maybe after some time, maybe some solvent will be
Yeah.
Accumulated, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
accumulated.
Yeah.
We need to mix, huh?
Yeah. But only our system is recommended using the liquid type. Yeah. Not powder type.
Not powder.
Yeah. Okay, it's now TRO is a value. It's a 7.46. Okay. And stripping operation is almost the same to deballasting. Almost same deballasting. We are injection the stripping, chemical of neutralization. And we are measuring the TRO value. And TRO target is below 0.1 ppm. So, okay.
This is liquid, is the pure sodium thiosulfate or this is a mixture with the fresh water? This is sodium thiosulfate liquid,
Mm-hmm.
chemical.
Mm-hmm.
It is some mixture with the fresh water or it is pure?
Yeah, already mixing 50%.
50%.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah,
it is 50%.
yeah. Already mixing the 50%.
Ah, okay.
So see, it's now we are running the ballasting. So we can control the Bible for VICS. This symbol is a A, B is a BWTS mode. BWTS mode. We can control the VICS bell. See, in starting the ballasting operation, we are opened automatically in the tanker bell and close the overboard bell. But during the ballasting operation, if you shut down our system, it's a change in the C2C mode. It's open the overboard bell and close this tanker bell. In May.
Okay, for example, I'm loading now. I want to make to C2C mode. What will happen?
C2C mode.
What I have to do?
Ah.
Okay, now we're ballasting, yeah. But
Mhm.
now, okay, suddenly I need to make to C2C, yeah. For
Mhm.
example, yeah.
Mhm.
What I have to do?
Okay. See, we are using during the ballasting operation, but you want to change the C2C
Yes.
mode, right? In this case, you have to stop our system. Stop.
Stop. First,
See,
first
do you want to
stop.
stop the stop and C2C mode stop in normal stop? You see, click the.
Okay.
This is click the C2C mode stop. It's a valve is a change the overboard valve
Okay.
open and tank valve.
And rectifier will be stop
Yeah,
automatically.
yeah, and our system stopped automatically. Okay, but do not choose the C2C mode stop. You have to stop the ballast pump.
But this is, I mean, if suddenly, yeah, but maybe, yeah, but just.
Yeah, okay. And suddenly, and during the blasting operation, suddenly shut down the our system. Is a change the C2C.
Okay.
And
Normal mode, first they stop the pump, yeah? Normal. First they stop ballast
yeah,
pump.
yeah.
and
In
after
normal,
that-
yeah, normal mode, after stop the our system, you have to stop the ballast pump.
Okay, but,
But
what
you-
I have to
you
do
can-
first? What I have to do first? Stop ballast pump or stop the system?
Our system, our
Okay.
system. I show you.
If rectifier run dry, what will be problem? If rectifier run dry.
Yeah, very big problem. You see. Okay. This seawater is already supplied the electrolyzer, but not coming the seawater from to the electrolyzer side. The rectifier running is a burn and explode.
Explode?
Yeah, yeah.
So,
So we have the safety,
Yeah.
safety mean. In auto mode, maybe some shutdown system or rectifier stopped automatically. But some of the vessel is running the manual mode. You know, it means it cannot start the auto mode. Some crew is running the pump, is everything is something manual mode, and they start the manually in rectifier. And that case some accident of the
I heard
electrolyzer.
because some
yeah,
accident
yeah.
explosion.
Yeah. So, and then we are added the interrupt mean in manual mode operation. In manual mode, in the flow rate of the hypochlorite, is not reaching the 30 cubic meter per hour. Not reaching the 30 cubic meter per hour. Rectifier cannot start. Okay, cannot. It means not coming to water, right? It's a rectifier cannot start the system. Cannot start the manual.
Minimum should be
Minimum
run
is-
30.
Yeah, yeah.
30
Yeah.
cubic meter.
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. And also, this level switch, this electrolyte, this install the this side after electrolyzer.
charging.
Yeah, yeah. Level switch is not coming now. It's green is coming to level switch. We receive the
So floor.
yeah floor is coming to floor.
Ah, it's
but
floor, yeah.
no floor. It's also rectifier cannot start.
Okay. Yeah, very good.
And during the system, the flow is going off. The system is directly shut down. So,
Минимум. Нет, не через гараж, но общая. Если меньше 30, не запустится.
yeah. So in your vessel is a ballast pump, so also of the turbine, right? You have to choose the run and stop. Okay. You cannot click the run button. The sequence is not proceed. Okay. You have to increase the RPM and then you keep the press the run button. Yeah.
Hyundai.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rectifier забывает.
Yeah, in this vessel, this is Scorpion vessel, right?
Scorpion.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Scorpion vessel.
Somebody did?
Yeah, I know that.
Very good.
So, I went to that vessel, so I checked some ship data and parameter, and the ship's crew is running the manual.
This is main reason.
Yeah, the ship's crew is running the manual.
Manual mode, and there is a no flow.
Yeah, no flow, but he's increased the rectifier ampere. Is most of.
This is the problem.
In manual mode, it's this protection system not working.
Yeah, it's now the protection. Oh. So, chip, you keep the see. Now we are running the 3 engine pan, right? 2 both pan. But if you start in our system, you must be running the 2 engine, any 2 engine pan, yeah, minimum, and you have to run in the both pan.
Both pump,
Yeah.
both pump. Okay.
So engine pan is okay now, but bump room pan is now we are running only one bump room pan. We cannot run in power. Yeah, so I put the manual in my laptop, and you can start. We can start the system, but maybe today is I off. So in the if you have the D2 sampling test for the ballasting, in this case, you have to run in the on pair or you have to keep the jump cable. So my colleague will explain to you how to put the jump cable in location.
If working only one, system not start.
Yeah, system last.
Where is this relay? This is here or?
No. We explained our panel. Our yeah, control cable. Our control.
Here showing two pumps running, huh?
Only one. We are received the signal.
No, it's simulation.
We are simulation. We are one panel simulation.
It's not turning for lighting, huh?
Yeah, different. Yeah,
Because we don't have right now.
No, it's only for the system.
yeah.
What's the optional function?
mode, huh?
Optional function. Function you have bottom.
Oh, okay. I explain one thing. System. Oh, okay. One thing. I explain one thing. This now position is ROS. ROS is a remote panel, remote control this. In ROS mean you can control only this PC. In local side cannot control this. Okay.
Local and
Yeah.
remote.
And if you want to change it in the local panel, you see, do you want to change the correct light? This button, click. Yeah, button is not changing me. It's one guy. Is click the pump. Yeah, click the pump the local panel. Okay, it's not pump not change. In
It's good.
yeah.
Because you can mistake push
Yeah.
button and change
Yeah.
control
Yeah.
and you can control from here. Yeah.
So I recommended using the ROS is more easy to operation. So it is. But if you want to check in the local side, you have to change the ROS. Okay. So another thing. Oh, shit. You see, it's not confirmed. We will not change.
Now we are talking up, and as well we're talking 5 stop.
This is echology, sound echology.
Now it's 10 cm.
Just click the alarm. Yeah, you can check the alarm station.
You
Okay.
need to inspect before they start
I show. This now one alarm is a new low level. And you can click the alarm history. You can show the alarm history. Yeah, this now is coming to alarm. And this logging and report important thing. See? This general in me. Okay, I show you the ballasting. We are separated all of operation. And ballasting port side, you can click the search. You can show the operation report. Okay. Maybe some and this is an operation report in me. We are in every operation. We are stop the operation. We are making the pile, and this pile is recording the start pile and stop pile, and total rated capacity, and total average TR value, average some temperature, all recording. Okay, and some USCG or some PSC is the one to show the report file, so you can check the date, and then you can copy this. And first you have to put the USB in this PC. Yeah. And it's a select copy to USB. Okay, you understand? Yeah. Yeah. Or also starboard side. You can choose the starboard side. You can check the data. So everything is the same. Ballasting after peak, ballasting port, starboard, everything, deballasting. And this is a general. But this alarm. See, alarm list. Every day we are making the pile or alarm history and event history. Okay. So also same thing. You can click the copy. You can click copy. And this is the ship data. Ship data means we also same thing. Every day is making the ship data file. The ship data is all parameter, all BWTS parameter is recorded every 10 seconds. So in some problem the system So our maker is want to
To know what,
yeah,
what was
yeah,
what
what
was
problem?
this-
Yeah, we check the problem there.
Investigate,
Yeah,
yeah.
and you keep to log this ship data file, log that file. Okay. And but you don't need this system setting. You can change the volume, alarm volume. Just reboot is reboot the PC. Okay. Other things you cannot need to change.
I believe it is the common question. Can we buzzer off? Can we the buzzer off system? I mean the no alarm. Can we
Make
do
silent, yeah? No,
Make
maybe
silent.
buzzer volume you can do.
Yeah, it's just only volume. Yeah, only volume.
But if you will put minimum, so it will not alarm, yes?
Yeah, it's not.
So this is the question, you know, generally there should be no opportunities to bypass the alarm. Yes.
Yeah. So
So just put in the middle somewhere, yes?
yeah, I think it's a bit. Okay.
This is if we push button, reboot button, we reboot only
Only this
computer.
PC. Yeah,
not-
only
not-
only PC. Only
and
this.
it's lost,
Yeah.
not lost our
Yeah.
settings.
Yeah. And parameter you don't need to change the parameter. And network page you don't need. So see this piping you can check the piping, ballasting and BWTS system, everything. And this is a sequence. You can show the start sequence and stop sequence. And post-side ballasting start sequence, stop sequence. And this deballasting, same thing, deballasting sequence, stripping, and shutdown. If you shut down our system, and then you can check the which alarm is coming. Okay.
This is a protection system.
Yeah, yeah. And this port side, ballasting port.
No, now it's stubborn.
Yeah, stubborn. And deballasting starboard side, you can check the which alarm is coming. And parameter. So you can change the parameters on value. This alarm setting. Also, we have the 3 alarm page. Alarm 1, 2, 3. Okay, I show. So alarm 2 is a TRO ballasting target. Is below 5 ppm is a shutdown. And above the 10 ppm is an alarm. It's a black color is just an alarm, and the red color is a shutdown. Okay. But
Disable
yeah, yeah, in the
temperature
yeah.
and Newton flow.
and red column you cannot change it. Okay. In the supervision also cannot change the red value. But alarm value supervision can change it. Okay. But operators cannot change it. Okay. It's same thing. Yeah. Other thing is the same. So we have to operation maybe over the 30 minutes. Yeah.
So now we top up 3,000 almost.
Yeah.
2,700.
Yeah. So
So how much we need to top up?
normally 4,000 maybe.
Okay, very soon, yes.
So
Another 300 more.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
another 10 minutes.
yeah.
And we can stop, huh?
Yeah.
And later on we will turn back after the lunch, right?
Yeah, after
Again
lunch.
start the
yeah.
pump, right?
No, not start the pump. We already prepared the ballasting operation. So we need to start the pump. And after lunch, I explain to in the local side.
I can teach.
Okay. Local side, I explain the local side how to check the sound value.
If it's not sure, then leave it.
Because it's natural, because now we are using this system.